Okay, hello and welcome to what I think should be the final stream of Dragon's Dogma. I could be wrong. Realistically, this could probably be like 2 or 3 more streams, but I'm gonna try to see if I can finish it in one stream. There are a few things I missed during the first playthrough that I'm gonna try to attempt to cover in this one. And the only one that I think is going to give me a bit of trouble is finding the Phantom Ox cart. No matter how much I tried to find it in the first playthrough, I just no luck. So there are 13 items, and that's the only one I think is going to be a bit of trouble. Here's hoping that's not the case this time around. As for quest and such, I'm not really gonna waste my time with side quests unless it's mandatory. For the purpose of this playthrough, I'm gonna burn through the main quest up until either Vernworth or Bakbathal, and then I'm gonna start on this list. That being said, without further ado, let's begin, and here's me wishing myself luck finding that card this time around. Let's give it a second to load up. Okay, so before I even started, I noticed something weird. I booted up the game and it launched like twice. It loaded up, started, froze, restarted, loaded, and now it's here. Hopefully nothing's wrong with it. Okay, second playthrough, cleanup run. I'm gonna give myself 3 hours. How much can I get done in 3 hours? Depending on the cutscenes, I may skip it as well as I may not. That might factor into the time as well. Alright, let's begin.
Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevremonde suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Consul. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the sovereign of Vermont! Long live the sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
All I've got left are my aches and pains.
I end up feeling weary even after
nodded
a
off for a
day
moment
of
there.
rest.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morning.
This headache's driving me up.
What about this place makes me nervous?
I never should come here.
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
The sun's too bright for these poor
Why does my
eyes.
look so rotten?
Would that I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
Consign it all.
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Not my kind of place, this.
How did I end up here?
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in.
Can't expect
Mayhap I ought to be
so
getting
face it. No one's coming to my rescue.
Naught but trouble here. I best move along. Ooh, stomach's complaining.
I best make
I haven't
myself
heard of
scarce.
You are prepared to work? Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Every minute of this existence is torment.
Oh, could use a rest.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leave. Must the wind blow
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
This is an outrage.
How horrible.
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully, and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer welcome protection from attacks.
Report! Are you unharmed?
Get chase!
Make ready. We move to intercept.
Consign it!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Consign it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here!
Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must, John. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. And learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, son. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look at the miserable state of the village in Nell. Rid us. No mean feat to be sure, but that's the sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermund owes much of its prosperity to the sovereigns who have served it o'er time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen. Hail, Arisen. Very well. May fortune...
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen. And it seems I was right. What marvelous ill fortune that I should suffer you twice.
Tis an honor to see you again, Arisen. I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing. I can guide you there if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Fancy a gander? That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
This will be important for later, so I'm just making a note of it now. When the time comes, I'll come back for it.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece, if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our post. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. In traversing other worlds,
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
How am I meant to slay the beasts if I cannot strike them? Get down here, you fencerlings!
one of our number is unconscious. Arisen! Are you alright?
Mind? Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well,
I'd best be heading back. But I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
We'd best report back.
Like it or not, I must go where duty.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Oh, were this not my duty?
If you seek to restore your memories, Master, methinks a trip to Melve might be just the thing. I can guide you there if you wish.
We've got goblins!
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
That was well fought. There's no one standing.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
'Tis not for us to gain.
Behold the state of the village! 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate.
Pitiable arisen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate. Arisen. Charge and all.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. I'm sorry to hear that, though I cannot say I am surprised. Your burns could easily have killed you outright. A great many were bathed in the dragon's flames that day. All perished. Save you. You must be special, indeed. How else could you have survived to return here?
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, pawn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I'd thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit froberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melv.
I think I get the idea. Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roborant, are we? Do come again.
What say we see this delivered?
What manner of madness is this?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
Better informed?
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Okay, so two of the items that I need to get done are Change the Trickster and Mystic Spearhand. So I guess I can cross these off the list.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my head.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you. What say we gather some information?
Now, Sir Gregor wants a word, eh? Hardly surprising. The Arisen's attentions are always in demand.
A person of import, I take it. Very well.
I will lead the way.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and 'tis hard to describe, and my brother and I are the only ones who use that path to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be obeyed.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of that. Me? Did you need something?
Do come again.
Well met, sir.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need
to come again?
The port crystal is set, but we'll have need of a ferry stone should we seek to make use of it.
I'll sleep soundly tonight. A performance like mine requires no ostentation.
Seems naught ever goes right for me.
Speaking of which, should a scrap ensue, we'll be at somewhat of a disadvantage.
I mislike our odds in a melee.
Mayhap someone could change vocations. Someone besides me, of course.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service. Each to their own.
Can anyone hear me? Please, I need help.
Norbert, are you hurt?
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid.
I'd thought I was done for.
It was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
You'll hear no complaints from me.
'Tis our duty to protect our charge from harm.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melve shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
Now, Sir Gregor wants a word, eh? Hardly surprising. The Arisen's attentions are always in demand.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
But dreams are free, I say.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
I suppose 'tis so? Here, if you please.
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we are the charge.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
Of course.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Now seems...
Well, to finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
By the light of my magic, I'd shatter the heavens! Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom receives many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Must hold out till someone comes to it.
Just nodded off for a moment there.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I'm still waiting on that report.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Light up my
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen?
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd...
A Cyclops! Pray, be on your guard. Look here. Water is seeping through the cracks.
This brute has quite the temper!
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
It is easily done.
Tis time we made for the capital, to inform the people of Vermont that the Arisen has come.
You have my gratitude, sir. It would seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now! The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
There's ought to be found there.
Can you not see it?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
You dare!
That's it!
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Would take a better mind than mine to solve this.
I'm surrounded
Still
by
waiting on
wind
the
from
floor.
all
Little
sides.
enough gold to spend as tis. Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
This looks as good a place as any.
Peruse at your leisure. I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came. What should I get up?
You're a fry late.
I'm not risking my life.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Let us commence our search without delay. Where to first? Pray, allow me to open your...
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it, won't you?
What do you think? Does this suit me?
What should I get up to today? Got work needs doing.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
This looks as good a place as any.
If I sleep on my world. Devoutness and diligence are two sides of one coin.
I feel a sight larger proud than that. All my peers seem so much more capable.
These
I've been on
mornings
my
get earlier
bones
as the bones get older.
Time to go home.
Here's hoping this.
Fancy a look at my wares? Lots to do.
This really is fun.
As I used to anymore.
This part's a little different.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Puts me in the mood for a song.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Wonderful.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Well met, says Danny.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, You will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont. There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. As a true, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deezer's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Could you come over here?
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. Looking for a craftsman? I'm a master of my... Hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my wares? This really is fine craftsmanship.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den from the tell of it. Their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with,
Always a pleasure.
Can't afford any mistakes this time round. Well met, sir. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling. Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Clean and tidy. What else needs
Nodded
doing?
off for a moment there.
No easy answers here.
Bones can't pick up.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town. Hail, friend! Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map. You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
It's no great shock to me.
It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future.
Oi there, friend! Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What of my thanks, sir? As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. Splendid! I need now. The carts only depart at certain... And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you... Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, so anyone thinking of riding for... But enough of my lecturing. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We ought not to keep the recipient waiting.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Suppose I best earn my keep.
Lost track of time. This place.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
We have reached our destination.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
All day. It's tiring work.
Alas, would that you were our sovereign.
What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Now here's a welcome sight.
Been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Can't work as late as I used to. This is just what I need.
It's this way.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be...
Very well. I shall return.
My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Methinks I know where that is. Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I'm ready to set out for our destination when you are, Arisen.
Follow me, if you would.
Do you want me to go down this slope, Master? Just bear in mind that I shan't be able to climb back up again.
We have arrived.
Arisen, I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
One can see far to the distance from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savour the scene.
I quite agree.
Aren't you coming, Master? I'm down here.
This is...
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
We must not let down our guard.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire! You have my protection.
magic, I shatter the heavens!
Unexpected fare so well every day.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for
There's
sale.
no easy thing.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a fairy stone to return here in an instant.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
I suppose 'tis so. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there if you wish. Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
I've wares of every ilk.
No shortage of eating. Lots to do, and precious little time.
Oh, I'd kick just about anywhere right now.
Is there any need to travel with so many sorcerers?
We shall assail our foes with a plethora of magics.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Here we go again.
If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
By your leave. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Follow me.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration. Nicely done. What did you do to provoke it? It was most unwise. You ought not to be so careless.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
We'll manage. Whatever comes, we always do, don't we?
Prepare you! You have my protection.
Rise, raging winds, and scatter our foes!
Goblins, Master!
Leave it to me.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick, douse the flames!
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Pray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblin!
Victory!
Tis done.
Well said. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Arisen. I should have expected you may yet linger here.